guys, if you are a fan of big cars, amazing SUVs, especially those with crazy off-road capabilities, then this episode is for you because I'm about to blow your mind away with this car that I'll be reviewing today on the show. So stick around. And as usual, my name is Gift David. Feel free to call me your favorite car girl, and I welcome you guys to the car show. Alright guys, welcome back. This is the car show, and of course this is the car review segment. For those of you who are enthusiastic about cars, you're about to learn a whole lot from this segment because today I will be reviewing the LX570. Now, the LX570 is a flagship luxury SUV that is from the very popular Japanese brand Lexus. This car makes no effort when it comes to being subtle. Now, if you're a car enthusiast like I am, you would know that this is a rebuild of the 200 series of the Toyota Land Cruiser. So now you're about to find out what is new about this new model of the Lexus LX570. First off, the grille is now revised, new, bigger, and better, and of course the side mirror is chrome accented, so this is amazing, and that is also one of the new features from the exterior. But as you know, every product has an advantage and a disadvantage. So for the advantage of this car is the bold styling, but this bold styling is also a disadvantage, and that is because not so many people are into a very big looking car. Another advantage is the very healthy 5.7 liter V8 engine that turns out about 383 horsepower and 403 pound-feet of torque power that goes to all four wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission. This car is really big, so it consumes as much fuel. So if you're the type to complain about gas, complain about this and that, you might not want to get this one because this car consumes, like, the fuel consumption is horrendous, if I'm allowed to use that big English. Another disadvantage of this car is the outdated controls. Like, if you see the controls of this car, you would see so many buttons. I mean, for a 2020 car, that is not very encouraging. And to make it worse, the infotainment is frustrating. I mean, how is a 2020 car without an Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? I really don't know. But if you don't care about all of those things, you're all about the, the size, the performance, because this car is very comfortable. So that is also another advantage of this car. Now let's check out another amazing feature about this car, and that is the trunk. So this car has a power tailgate setup for you to open the trunk, and it's also a split tailgate, and this also reminds me of the Toyota Land Cruiser because this is how you open that. And also the trunk space isn't exactly the biggest, and that is because it's a 7-seater, and we have, of course, the third row occupying more space. But if you need extra trunk space, all you have to do is just press these buttons on the side, and you know the sweet thing, unlike the other seats or other cars that you have to push the seat all the way to the front, this time around it splits sideways. Now let's also check out what we have inside this car. So to close this, you just need to press this button, and by itself goes all the way down. Now that's about the exterior. Now let's check out what this beautiful car has on the inside. First off, when you come inside, you're welcomed by a very beautiful dashboard, although I told you guys earlier that the controls are quite outdated. You can see a 12-inch screen right in the middle here. No Apple CarPlay, no Android Auto, but you can still make do with all of this and that. And I love the steering wheel as well. And this beautiful wood carving on the steering wheel is amazing. So another amazing thing about this car is the inline leather trimmed seats. And these seats are also ventilated and heated at the same time. Very beautiful, very soft leather for that matter. And also you have the Lexus watch right in the middle. Although it's an analog watch, but there's also another amazing thing about this car, and that is the inbuilt refrigerator. This is an inbuilt refrigerator. It's not just a space where you drop anything. So now let's check out what we have in the second row. I told you guys earlier, this is a 7-seater car. Okay, at the back right here, you have your own screen as a passenger, so you can also watch whatever it is that you want to watch right here. The leg room is actually not so bad, but the toe room is actually a little bit cramped up. But if you're the type of person whose legs are not too long, should be very comfortable. Like I am comfortable here. I'm about 5'8" tall, and the headroom is also not bad as well. Yeah, all the way out, we got more than enough space in the second row. Now let's check out the third segment of this car. The journey to the third row is a lot. So if you're a very big person, do not even bother yourself. Yeah. Okay, so like I said earlier, the third row is actually really cramped up. So if you're a very tall person with very long legs, you might not survive this space for more than 1 hour maximum before you have to get to the hospital because of, you know, cramps and all that. But for kids with shorter legs or people below 5'5" and all of that, they can actually survive really well in this space. But anything other than that, the seats are actually very comfortable. Oh yeah, there's also an inbuilt shield right here in case it gets really sunny. Although the windows are slightly tinted, but if it's really sunny and you would like more shade, you got yourself an inbuilt shade right here. And you can also wind down your windows without taking off the shield. So that's also one advantage and one beautiful feature of this car. Alright, so that is that about the LX570. This car is actually amazing. And if you ask me to rate this car, I will give it about 6.5 or 7 over 10. But that does not take out the amazingness of this car because this car is very, very powerful. And the price for this car is 55 million naira. Man, that is not a joke. So it is for those who don't really look at their pockets before buying a car. And if you need it, you can reach out to Lekki Luxury Autos on Instagram with their details right there on the screen. So this is where I get to wrap it up on the car review segment for this show, and I'll see you guys on the other segments.